welcome back to After Hours Auto Works and all. And I know I've been really busy, hadn't been able to get you guys an update on the XJ camping trailer and all. But I had my father pass away down at the Veterans Home and all, and some of you might have caught my video, had a few comments from that and all, appreciate it and all. But today what we're going to be showing off is we're doing a little body work on the XJ camper and all, trying to get things ironed out and all, trying to get things finished up with this and all. So one thing that I had to do was actually work on these trim pieces, meaning I've got a rear and a rear coming together. I actually had to take my gutter trim and cut it and add two rear ends on it. And the other one, I actually extended it and I took a front end and softly molded it to fit there. So there's my trim pieces right there, the full length now. They usually, a common standard a trim would only come about this far. So now it'll come all the way. So when I'm ready for that, I'll be able to put these full length ones on, and that'll cover up my rain gutter. Working on my body work right now, got my doors broke down over there and stuff. So that's kind of where we are right now, working on this painting and all. Most of you know how much time it takes to do body work and all, and so it's going to be a little bit before we actually finish this up and all. But I had a lot of people interested in what color and all, so you follow me in the shop and I'll show you what color I got. I decided to go with Maggie Ferguson tractor paint. Some of you might be it's actually Maggie Ferguson charcoal, and it's kind of a brownish look to it and all. And the reason why I like that is because where I camp at here in our area, a lot of pine trees, and as you look through the pine trees, this is kind of the color you kind of see, is that kind of brown charcoal color. So that's what we're going to be painting it with, you know. But that's just kind of our update and all. But I wanted to leave you with a few little old hacks that I've come up with that has helped me out, and it may help some of the rest of you. If you ever get a welder and you're ready to weld, work on body work and all, please cover your windows. It's very important. Cover your windows, cardboard, whatever. But of course, the best thing, you know, if you're going to be dealing with a welder, go ahead, pay $15 for a welding blanket. These welding blankets are very inexpensive and all, but it will save your windows, your glass, different areas, interior, and things like that. So please go ahead and get one. I prefer this style here that's more like a wool blanket than I do this style that's actually based off of fiberglass. This thing will itch you like you would not believe. And to believe it or not, that thing there, I don't care to use it, but whenever I do, I go inside, I feel that fiberglass feel on me. Use a lint roller. Take a lint roller. If you're dealing with fiberglass insulation, if you're dealing with those old blankets right there, if you're working regular fiberglass, take a good lint roller. Roll it on your skin and it'll help pull some of that off. All right, but back to this style blanket that I do like right here. Here's another hack. These little old paper clips. Get you 2 or 3 little old cards of these. They're really inexpensive in the office supply department of most stores. But man, you talk about easy. These things are a time saver. You just put it up there, put it on there, and all over this body. See how simple that is, and it just holds good. So if you're gonna use one of these blankets, get you some of these clips. You cannot live without them, but they hold these blankets on here really good. So that's another hack right there. One like the last, or 2 last hacks. One thing I had did is I had purchased a standard old quarter cable saw off of Marketplace, and this thing is a regular old wood one, but with a little bit of changing, I actually built a gear reduction system to actually slow it down enough to cut steel with, and it does quite well. But also, you may wonder what in the heck's that paint can on it. With this body work project here going on, I hate sitting there stirring my paint, okay? And I looked around and all, yeah, you can buy an air one from Harbor Freight and all for $100 and something bucks. If you want to do that, fine. I'm all about saving $1. This right here was a spindle out of an old riding mower deck that was busted. There's the blade from the old spindle right there, the old blade I cut off. I've run me an old linkage rod right here to my main pulley, which that linkage rod is just an old strut from a tailgate. And then I ran me a link right here. So now I have an instant paint shaker, and it didn't cost me a dime. So it works pretty good. It runs good and all. I'm not saying you can do this to your regular bandsaw, because mine, I built all this and done geared this thing down. So, but that's how I kind of did mine to shape the paint. So if you got any type of machine or anything like that that has a slower turning gear to it, you might be able to rig something like that up. Don't know if you could ever use that idea or not, but I threw it out there for you. And but my bandsaw now is slow enough to cut steel with. You get a regular wood bandsaw, it's too fast and it'll burn your blades up. So that's kind of all I got for you today. I hope some of this will help you out. And I'll just like and subscribe to us and all. But After Hours Auto Works. Thank you.